Hello everyone. It is so weird talking like this, not making an audio, or I guess kind of like a thank you video. This is the first time I'm doing anything besides an audio or a thank you video on my YouTube, so that's very weird. But today I am obviously here for my 1K Q&A. That rhymed. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever hit like another 1,000, like 2,000 or anything like that. Like, I don't know if I'll hit that. But if I do, then I'll definitely continue doing Q&As for like the thousands that I hit. Just because I think it would be cool to do, I guess. Yeah, so I have officially closed the Google form for questions. In the comments of this video, let me know if you guys liked the Google form concept, or if you'd rather just comment your questions on the video or tweet me your questions. Just let me know what you would prefer. I just thought this was easier, because you could like leave your identity out if you wanted to. And I wanted to keep that option open for people, but just let me know if this was okay or if something else would be better. Yeah, and I'm excited. Got a few responses, so I'll answer all the questions in there, and I just can't wait to see. I haven't really peeked at them, so I'm really excited. And yeah, I guess we can just kind of jump into it. Okay, so we'll jump right into the first question. Obviously, as I'm recording this, I haven't edited it yet, so I'm not sure how I'm going to be showing the question. I think I'll just be inserting a screenshot of the specific person's question and the username, answer, and stuff like that. So yeah, this is so like weird to do, but I'm very excited. So I am in the Google form. Question number 1. Here we go. Oh my god, we're getting into it. So question number 1 is from Blue on YouTube. So they have left me 3 questions. So number 1, if you don't mind answering, what's your sexuality and pronouns? So my pronouns are she, her. Thank you for asking. Even though I do make F for A audios, I appreciate you asking me that. That's very nice. Yeah, so I just use she, her pronouns. Maybe I'll add that into my YouTube description. I know it's in my Twitter bio, but I'll add it in my YouTube anyways. And my sexuality. I have identified as bisexual for like 2 years now. I'm kind of on the fence on if I'm pansexual or not. But that's something I definitely have to look more into before stating that I am. So as of now, I am bisexual. 2, does anyone know about your channel? So the only person that knows about my channel outside of like people I've met because of my channel, one person does, and it's my best friend of like 10 years. So we like tell each other everything, and since I listened to like role plays before I told her about the role plays I used to listen to, so I just told her I made a channel, and like she didn't really care. Like I knew she wouldn't judge me for it, so the only person that knows is my best friend. Yeah, it's something that's kind of hard. Like you don't know how to tell people because a lot of people like think it's like weird, which I don't know why. Like it shouldn't be seen as weird, but people think it's weird, so it's kind of odd to just tell someone. And sometimes I don't like feel the need to tell anyone. Like I don't know how to just randomly be like, oh yeah, I do this on YouTube, right? But it's something I'm not ashamed of, definitely, but only one person does know. And number 3, why did you start making audios, and how has it impacted your life? So I started making audios, I kind of just wanted to test it out for fun, and kind of see how I would do. And honestly, like, since I had listened to roleplays before, I knew how it could impact people because I was in like people's communities who made role plays. Like I was involved in their communities, and like obviously I felt the impact of role plays. So I kind of just wanted to do that. I kind of just wanted to help other people, make other people feel good. That's kind of always been something. That's just how I've been like as a person. So like that's kind of why I started making audios. I wanted to just impact other people, and how it has impacted me and my life. It's done a lot for me. I always enjoyed helping other people, and it's something I really love to do. And it's impacted me in the way of, like, I don't know, I just feel so grateful, and, like, it's just so interesting to know that, like, you are impacting other people. Like, that impact, like, throws impact back onto me. Like, I don't really know how to explain it, but, like, hearing so many people say, like, you made me feel this, like, I listened to you and feel this, like, that is, it's, like, indescribable, honestly. Like, I genuinely don't know how to describe it, but it's made me feel, like, so good and, like, thankful that I can just, like, help other people. I would say, like, I genuinely just feel, like, so glad. I don't know. That's how it's impacted me. It's made me just feel so good, and, like, I don't know, I feel, like, great that I can help other people. Like, it's impacted me knowing that I can be a helpful person and that I can be, like, a comforting person, I would say. Yeah, that's probably how I would answer that question. Yeah, so thank you very much for your 3 questions, and we will head on to the next answer. All right, answer number 2 comes from Roasted Chicken on YouTube. I love the username. So their questions are, what is your sexuality, which I just answered before. Bisexual, just to put it simply, but I went into more detail before this. And second, what is your favorite song? This is an extremely hard question. I have so many favorite, like, musicians, bands, singers, rappers, stuff like that. So, like, picking a favorite song in general is really hard. If I had to pick one, I would probably say Euphoria by BTS. That song just, like, had an impact on me from, like, the get-go when they released that song. So I'd probably say that, or maybe Orange by Treasure. That would be my second one. I just love those 2 songs. They're literally masterpieces. If you've never heard those, I would recommend checking them out. Yeah, so Euphoria or Orange. Yeah. And by the way, congrats on 1K. Thank you so much. That is, like, so weird to hear. But thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for the questions. Answer next is from Hazongo on YouTube and Twitter. This is one of my mutuals on Twitter. Hello. Here are the questions. Favorite DreamWorks/Pixar film? Ooh, that's hard. I can't really think of DreamWorks films. Like, I'm trying to, like, think. Like, the only thing from DreamWorks I can think of is, like, Shrek. You know? Oh, Kung Fu Panda. Sorry, I'm searching it up. Madagascar. The Bee movie. Over the Hedge was so good, too. Okay. Oh my god, Castaway was a DreamWorks movie? What? Sorry, I'm, like, I'm having revelations right now. Okay. I have an answer. So, for favorite DreamWorks. It's very hard. Like, that's so hard. Like, there's so many good movies. I would probably say Over the Hedge, though. That was, like, one of my favorite movies as a kid. I used to watch that one, like, a lot, and I literally watched it recently. I still thought it was so funny. And Pixar film, I mean, Toy Story is, like, a classic, but Up is, like, one of my favorite animated movies. It's so sad. Like, it literally makes me cry every time. It's such a sad movie. So, yeah, I would say for DreamWorks, probably Over the Hedge, and Pixar, probably Up. Yeah. Number 2, favorite cereal. Oh, I like this fancy font. I honestly don't eat cereal that much. I know it's, like, a breakfast, like, common breakfast food. But, like, I don't really eat cereal that much. If I had to pick a favorite, I actually really like Rice Krispies. But like I said, I literally can't even tell you the last time I actually ate cereal. Like, it's been so long. Yeah, and watch me lose subscribers when I say this, but I actually put the milk in first, okay? And listen, everyone's gonna attack me, but the thing is, like, I've been doing that ever since I was a child. Like, I didn't just start doing it and I was like, oh, I'm quirky, or like, no, like, I seriously have been doing that since I was a child, and I don't know why, because no one in my family does that. They all put cereal in first. So I don't really know why I do that or why I started doing that when I was a kid, but I've always just put milk in first. So yeah, I'm so sorry that that's such a disappointment. Oops. Number 3, do you have any hobbies? I have a few hobbies. I honestly find that I'm not a very interesting person. But you know, I try my best. As of hobbies, obviously, like, making audios is a hobby of mine. I love listening to music, if that counts. I like to dance. I don't like professionally dance or like anything like that. I literally just follow like K-pop dance routines because that's like my favorite music genre. So I just like learn all the dances. That would be a hobby of mine. I also love doing makeup. It's like a really big passion for me. So that would be like another hobby. And yeah, that's probably it. I don't really know what else I would say. Yeah. And number 4, congrats on 1K. Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. That's crazy. And thank you for all your questions. Next is, so this person did not leave a username, so that is okay. I will answer the questions. Number 1, cats or dogs? I am more a cat person. I grew up having cats. I've never had my own dog before. I don't know. I just like cats more. I don't know. I can't really explain it. Like I said, I've never experienced like living with a dog. So like I can't really like confirm if I like having a dog as a pet, but I would say I'm more a cat person. I just like them more. Yeah, I really like cats. But I respect if you're a dog person. What country do you want to travel to the most? There's lots of places I want to go. I honestly like love traveling. Number 1 country I want to go to right now is probably South Korea. Obviously, like I said, K-pop is like my number 1 music genre, but also as I got into the music, I really started loving the culture, like, and the language and everything like that. So I really want to go there to experience that kind of thing and like actually like immerse myself into their culture. I don't want to go there just because like I like K-pop. Like, I genuinely have become interested in their culture and like their language and like everything about the entire country as a whole. So that's probably the place I would want to go. I also want to go to France, like Italy, Greece. I would love to go to Greece. Yeah, places like that. I would love to go to England too. Yeah. Number 3 from this person is, how did you come up with your username? Now, this question, I've been like waiting for this because for like literally ever since I created my channel, because I love to talk about this. So I don't even know, like, I think I was just sitting here and I was like, okay, think of a username, right? And I didn't want to put like my actual name in it. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a question about what my real name is yet. Sorry, that was random, but like I wonder if I will. Anyways, I didn't want to put like my real name in it because I was like, I want to keep my identity hidden. Like, if someone finds this and think, that sounds like her, and then they see that the name has, like, the channel name has my name in it, I'm like, oh, everyone's gonna find me out. So I want to pick something different. And one of my favorite singers, so I mentioned that one of my favorite songs was Orange by Treasure, and Treasure is a K-pop group. And my favorite member from that K-pop group, I have such an emotional attachment to him. His name is Yedam, Bang Yedam, and he self-produced a lot of songs before the group actually debuted. And one of the songs he produced was called Purple Sky. So I love that song ever since I really like got into them. Like, I got into them before they even debuted. And I remember I love that song, and that song like always makes me like, I don't know, I cry really easily, but that song always made me cry. I like love that song so much. So Purple Sky by Bangyadam inspired the channel name, I guess, to be specific. It's just a song I really loved, and I wanted to do something unique, and I thought, Purple Sky, that's like my favorite song from him. Purple Skies, ASMR, that's cute. And then I just kind of thought that would be so fun. And like, I love, there's this one app I use, and it's how I created like my YouTube like picture and the header of my YouTube. Was with this app, and it has a bunch of like cloud stickers, and I love that. So I was like, oh my god, I can put the clouds in, it's purple, you know. So ow, I just hit my wrist, ow. But I don't even like know how Purple Skies popped into my head, but it was inspired by him, and I was like, that's perfect. So that is how I came up with my username. Yeah, so inspired by Bangyadam himself. Thank you for all your questions. And time to move on to the next answer. All right, next answer is from The Real Sonic on YouTube, who's also one of my good friends. His question is, what made you start doing audios? So I guess I kind of answered this, like I kind of wanted to help people, and I wanted to have an impact. But to get deeper, into it, for Christmas 2020, yeah, that was 2020, right? Fuck 2020. But anyways, Christmas 2020, I had asked for a microphone for Christmas because I wanted to start a true crime podcast, which I actually have done, but I will not be sharing that because it has like my personal name on it, and that's just something completely separate from my audios. But I wanted it for a true crime podcast. But like I said, I had listened to roleplays for a long time, and I just loved them. And I thought, oh my god, like, and I was really involved in one VA's like community at this point. So when I got the mic, I was like, oh, I'm gonna try and like, you know, like I was like, I'm gonna try and see like if I can make a roleplay and see if it works out. And I listened to it and I was like, wow, it's kind of good. So I just dropped that audio, and then from there I just had ideas on ideas on ideas, and from that I literally just, I'm here now. Right? Like, I didn't know how far I would get with it, but yeah, so I kind of just did it like as a test run to see if like anyone would like it, and to see if I could. Ooh, my mic is slipping. There we go. Nope. There we go. But yeah, I just did it to see if I could have an impact on somebody, to see if it was good. And yeah, it was kind of just for fun. Obviously, I have a lot of fun doing it now, but it's more than just like, oh, I'm gonna see what happens. Like, it's like something really significant to me now. But yeah. Thank you for the question. Next, we have a question from, I want to say this correctly. Every time I read your username on Twitter, I like think about how to say this. Cybot042. Okay, however you say it. It's from YouTube. Their question is, how did it feel to upload your first audio? I think it was a little nerve-wracking. I felt, oh my goodness. I think I felt very unorganized. Cause like I literally only had like an email set up, and like the description was so bad. It was just like, hey, here's my audio, here's my email. Like it was so lame, but like I felt a little like, it felt nerve-wracking because at the time, like, I mean, I still have moments now where I'm like, oh, I don't like my voice at all. But at the time I really like didn't even have like any confidence in it. So I was like, oh, people aren't gonna like my voice. And so like it was kind of nerve-wracking, and like obviously it was my first audio. Like now, like, I mean, like listening to that audio compared to listening to my latest one, I see like the difference, and like the difference in like my voice acting, I guess. And there's a big difference. Like, you just naturally progress over time. You get more comfortable, and I think I like comfort. It was like a big thing that I got over time. So I think like within the first audio, I wasn't as comfortable as I am now. So I think I was just nervous, like, would it come across natural? Did everything sound okay? Especially in the first one, I had like a lot of like kissing in it. So I was like so worried about that sound. But yeah, definitely nerve-wracking. But I'm happy with how it all turned out. And thank you for your question. Next one is from Where's June Mark from Reddit. Ooh, very exciting. Their question is, do you play any video games? I play Sims 4 on my computer, and that's like the extent. I play Among Us on my phone, if that counts. Like, I'm bad at video games. It's not that I'm bad, it's just like I kind of panic, and like depends how we're talking video games. Like, I mean, on the computer, I could probably like actually learn how to play a video game like decently. When it comes to the controller, like I've tried playing video games on like my friends like PS4 and like my brother's like Xbox, and it's so hard for me like with the controller, like, because I'm not used to where the buttons are. Like on a keyboard, for example, if someone was like, okay, like, ooh, my microphone, sorry. If someone was like, okay, like, press the up arrow, like, I could press it without looking just because it's, like, muscle memory. But, like, with a controller, like, I haven't done it enough to, like, be good at it. And genuinely just, like, my coordination kind of freak out. I'm not that fast. I play PUBG on my phone, too. But, yeah, I'm kind of slow in that way, like, playing video games. So I don't really play any video games. But I play Sims 4, like Among Us, and I love PUBG Mobile. But that's the extent of video games that I play. It's not really something that I've ever like really been interested in. Like, I never really played like video games even when I was like younger. But like, I know a lot of people that like it, so no hate to you if you love video games, go off. But I personally never like really liked it that much. Maybe because I'm shit at it. But yeah. Thank you for your question. Next question is from Alex on Reddit. So, their question is, what is your next step for the later audios, or maybe considering a big series? I plan my audios out in a schedule. So yeah, I basically just like think of ideas or look in my Google Drive of like what I already have recorded and like edited. I look at that, I put it into a schedule, and then I kind of just go from there. So I have the entire month of July planned out. It's not a recorded, but I have it planned out. So yeah, I just like, it's just honestly some ideas just thrown out there, and I just put them out when once I think of them. And a big series, I do have another series coming up in July. I don't remember what day I'm starting it. I had to move like all my days in my schedule, or all my uploads in the schedule, because of this video. Not that I'm complaining, but yeah, so I don't know what day I'm gonna be starting the new series, but it is in progress right now. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Thank you for your questions. Next is from Enzo on Twitter, who's one of my mutuals as well. I keep reading the finally, what is your question? But I meant to say their question. The question is, what equipment do you use to make your audios? So, I guess I'll just go through what I edit with, like what software I use to edit, and then like my mic. So, we'll start with the mic. So, the mic that I have is a blue Snowball Ice, the black one, not the white one. It's on the cheaper side when it comes to mics, but honestly, I feel like it does the job. Like, it does exactly what I need it to do. Oh my goodness, sorry, I'm gonna cough again. Excuse me. It's, like I said, it's on the cheaper side, but it does exactly what I need it to. It works really, really well. I like how it picks up sound. So yeah, I have a blue Snowball Ice, the black one. And the software that I use, so I actually got introduced to this software from, like I said, I was planning to make Oh my god, I'm gonna like choke. Hold on. I'm like literally, I'm like, my throat is like weird. Hold on. Okay, my apologies. I'm back. And so, like I had said, I was making the true crime podcast. I need to start talking slower. Anyways, I was making the true crime podcast, and this was like the editing software that they suggest that you use to make the podcast, and it is called Soundtrap. So basically it's used more for like creating podcasts or like creating music. Like there's literally like effects, like beats, stuff like that, instruments and stuff. It's a really interesting platform. So like if you're into like making music, I would really recommend looking into it, because you literally like, you don't have access to like some features, but literally I'm pretty sure you can make like unlimited like files. Like I have like 60 plus like files in my Soundtrap, and like nothing's happened. Then again, I don't use like any of the music stuff, so I don't know like what you would have access to and like what you wouldn't if like you were into making music. But it's a really good app or software. Well, it is an app too, but it's really good to use. It's easy to use as well, and I would recommend it. But yeah, that's what I use. I know it's like kind of unconventional when it comes to like role play editing, but I like it because I can just drag and drop sound effects in there. It's easy to save, it's easy to use. That's what I like. So yeah, I use Soundtrap to edit. And yeah, thank you for your question. Next. Why'd I say it like that? Next. Okay. This is from It's Me, Lucas, on Twitter, one of my best friends. His question is, what inspired you to do ASMR, and what plans do you have for the future of your channel? So, like I'd said before, I guess to like rephrase, I was really, like, I was a fan of role plays before, and I really just wanted to help people. So that's kind of what inspired me, but I was inspired by the VA I listened to at the time. Yeah. So at that time, like, I was the biggest fan of like Aura Lesson. Everyone probably knows him, because he's like literally one of the most popular VAs on YouTube. I don't really listen to him anymore, but he is kind of who inspired me. And plans I have for the future of the channel, honestly, my plans are just keep rolling out the content, keep the content consistent, keep it top notch, or at least top notch for me. I don't know. Yeah, just keep rolling out content, keep doing something new, and keep it consistent. That, I would say, that's like the biggest plans for my channel, is just that. And I just want to be good, you know, I want to have a good channel, I want to do good, and yeah, I would say that's my biggest thing, and like my biggest plan for the channel as of right now. And honestly, I really like doing series, so I'll probably roll some of those out. Like, that would probably be another plan, is like continue series as well, because I think it's really fun. Yeah. Thank you for your questions. And last but not least, last set of questions. Sorry, I don't know why I like suddenly can't read. So this is from an anonymous person, from what platform we do not know. But their question is there any audio or set of audios you're particularly proud of? If so, elaborate. I love this question. If I was to pick like specific audio, I really like the you get insecure I really like the you get insecure or I get insecure. I don't know why I'm talking so weird. I really like the you get insecure or I get insecure audios. I'm really proud of those ones because there was a lot of like sound effects in them, and they're really long. They're definitely 2 of my longer audios, so I'm really proud of them. I know they're F for M, so I'm sorry to anyone who like is not male. I kind of just made them that way just because of how I was talking within the audio, obviously. I definitely would love to do like an F for A1 or like an F for F1 regarding that, but I would say those are 2 I'm particularly proud of just because they're really long. Again, the sound effects, it took like a lot of editing, and I'm really proud of how they turned out. I also like the validating your feelings one. That was one I did early on, but again, that's an F for M1, I'm so sorry. But it's one that I really like because I'm really passionate about like mental health and like, you know, pushing for like what's right and pushing for rights and pushing for like breaking the stigma. So like I really like that audio because I wanted people to feel comforted and like know that like they can feel things, because I know like a big thing regarding like males is like that they can't cry and that they can't show emotion and that they can't feel sadness and they have to be the strong one all the time, which isn't true. And like I hate that stereotype, and like I kind of wanted to bring that into an audio, and like I heard like a lot of positive feedback on that one, which I'm really happy with, because you know, I just wanted people to know that it was really important for me to put that one out. So yeah, I'd say those are probably my favorite like singular ones. And then the set of audios, I guess like you mean like series probably. Well, I guess not. I guess you don't necessarily have to mean series, but like in general, I'm very proud of the Enemies to Lovers series. That was my first series, and oh my god, I loved like creating it so much. It was like so fun for me to do. Again, lots of sound effects, especially in the last one. There's lots of effects, and that one took planning. I mean, like most audios, well, at least series, they take a lot of planning because you have to like know exactly like what you're doing, the progression of it. And I was really proud of myself for that one, because I think each, like, obviously it was 3 parts. I think like each part showed a different progression in the relationship of me and like the listener, or you, I guess, who was listening to this. You, why did I say it like that? Or you who's listening to this. I think it showed really good progression. I was really proud of myself for coming up with it like that, where it started as like, okay, you're thrown in, we're enemies, then we apologize. Then the next one, okay, now we're trying to be friends, but it's kind of awkward, but like we're kind of flirting at the end. Then the third one is like, okay, we're really good friends, and like now we're gonna date, you know? So I really liked how I progressed that one. That was definitely like something I'm proud of as well. Again, the effects, just like even the recording, I was really happy with how the recording came out. Sometimes I record and I'm like, ugh, I hate this recording. But I really like those recordings. And yeah. So that's what I would say to answer your questions. Yeah. But I honestly am like, I don't know, like I said, there's sometimes I record stuff and I'm like, oh my god, this is bad. But like hearing good feedback always makes me happy. So yeah, I'm just like, I feel proud of it if like I hear good feedback from it, which means a lot. But those are ones like I'm genuinely just like proud of, and like when I released them I was like, oh yeah, that's good. But yeah, that is what I would say for that. Thank you for your questions. And that will conclude my 1K Q&A/AMA. Thank you to everyone who sent in questions. I had a lot of fun answering. And yeah, like I said, if I end up hitting 2,000, I'll definitely do another Q&A then. I think that would be really fun. Get more questions, get new questions. Yeah, just thank you to everyone who's sending questions. It means a lot. I'm really excited, really happy, and I can't wait to do more for the channel. I really hope you look forward to it, and like genuinely, thank you so much for 1K. Thank you for all your support and love. It means so much to me. You have no idea. Thank you for your feedback and like everything else like in between that. Truly, it means so much. And I will see you guys on Thursday for the audio upload. Once again, thank you. I love you so much. And yeah, goodbye.